Okay, what's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Didn't do too much damage to your accounts yesterday on FOMC. We ended up coming just further down and yeah, continuing to sell off. So managed to catch some shorts late in the day, but other than that, it's been a pretty good week so far. I did manage to get some extra accounts passed over the line yesterday with FTMO, as I did post about on my Twitter. So it's always nice. I got some solid payouts coming out end of this week as well. So overnight price action. Let's have a look at this. So let's go to a 15-minute time frame. We can have a look at this. We're trading underneath previous day's lows, and that is, I think, going to be an area of support for sure. What I'm seeing on ES right now is if we do hold these levels here at 655, we need to get back up above 700. That's what I would like to see, maybe a bounce, a relief bounce back up into the highs there. But I think at the moment we are sitting back down at that weekly open price on ES, NQ as well. We haven't tapped into that weekly open price that was down at 450, call it. But yeah, I definitely would not be surprised to see a little bit of a bounce play here today. That's my thoughts. I don't know if we're going to see it. The stock market, Mag 7 stocks aren't looking too hot overnight, as well as the stocks across the board. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not too sure if we are going to see it. That's just what my gut's kind of telling me. But, let's see what happens. So, levels that I'm looking for right now on ES would be these lows here. If we take these lows, we're definitely going to see a slide further. So 630, call it 640 even. Yeah, 640. If we take those, then we're definitely going to see prices just continuing to slide. I like the bounce back up into the 750 area, but to be determined if we obviously get that. It's going to be an interesting one. We would be fading kind of momentum at the moment because let's go to the reports. Let's go to that previous day's range report. Okay, and let's go to the daily time frame on ES. When we do take out, let's go to the last 3 months actually. When we do take out those previous day's lows, which we've already done, 65% of the time we close as a bearish closing day. So we'll definitely be fading momentum. But again, my plan and process coming to the desk every single day is plot my levels, wait for the opening range to set, then I look at VWAP and the opening range, and then I wait for the edgeful data to come forward, and that's included in what stocks are doing as well. So I plot my levels, wait for the opening range to set, look at the edgeful screener as well as stocks, and make moves from there. So obviously, as I said, I do like maybe a continuous bounce play, but a bounce off of these lows, but that will be determined. Anyone in the chat, how's your guys' week been? I think the big thing for, at least for now, is to, not get too hooked up on a bias or an idea right now. Just let the market come through to you. We had FOMC obviously yesterday, and that will definitely cause a stir. So let's have a look at that news report as well. Let's go to the economic data volume report. What we actually can see on this report as well is, let's go to FOMC. We can see that the volume comes in the day after FOMC, T+1 day. So the data comes in, and always the next day is always comes in with some great volume for us to trade off of. So, there's going to be opportunities. Don't get caught up trying to marry a bias that isn't there. What we can see at the moment is YM's trading down at previous week's lows. You can get these indicators on edgeful website as well. On the bottom left-hand side, trading view indicator access, okay, over there. So in NQ's trading between previous week's highs and previous week's lows. So we haven't reached that yet. So ES and NQ definitely holding up a little bit better than YM, that's for sure. And then ES is back at that weekly open price, which I mentioned. Okay, so that is that definitely needs to be said. Let's have a look here. I did have an indicator up over here. Let's go favorites. daily, weekly open prices. I don't particularly always use them. Daily, weekly, monthly opens. There it is there. Okay, so you can see if I just put that up on my chart quickly, we can actually see that the weekly open price. So let's go to 1 week. Okay, so weekly open was technically down there, it's saying, but I have it back up here. But yeah, you can get the indicator there too. Okay, cool. So as I said, I think if we hold these levels, it'll be very interesting to see what we do get. We are kind of sitting at this 5-day SMA where we closed at yesterday. Yo, what's up, French Web? How's it, man? How's the day so far? Okay, me, but the point about Go Champs didn't know the prize didn't exist, so it was in. It is. It's in beta mode right now, right? So it's they're launching April 1st, so it's in beta mode at the moment. I think it does say on the website, and then they're launching April 1st, brother. That goes, yeah. So stay tuned for that. They are going to be launching with the prizes and everything from April 1st. They're just making sure everything is running all good before they actually go live with it. So yeah, it will be live from April 1st. FOMC reversal, I suppose Zinc mentioned yesterday, potentially. That's what I'm kind of thinking right now. Zinc did mention that reversal. I think it was, we got it from one of those Twitter guys that was mentioning that reversal play after FOMC. I do like it right now, I must say. If we hold up here on ES and NQ, I definitely think we could see a nice strong bounce. I like that. I think we're going in macro beta October now. Yeah, it will be an interesting one. Daily time frame on NQ is just disgusting. It's just been trading in this 1,000-point range right now. It hasn't really been doing too much. So, you know, again, like what I'm going to be looking for is the open. I got my levels. I'll wait for the open and VWAP to set in, and then I'll wait for the edgeful data to come and see what stocks are doing, and then make my move from there. That's what I do every single day. I try and keep it as simple as possible. I trade what's in front of me. I don't try and predict or plan, you know, too much in terms of like I have to trade short today or I have to trade long. I just take it one day at a time. Yes. Okay, so reach out to them. I'll speak to the guys today as well, but reach out to them on their platform via their email as well. But it is in beta mode, as I said, to test out. So yeah, that's my that's my plan right now, at least at the moment, is to just sit and wait and see what happens here. I think we could get something like this where we get like a fake out, maybe a move to the downside, and then we retrace that those lows, and then we have a strong bounce up like that. That's what I would like to see. But as I said, the momentum's to the downside right now. So yeah, we got Rivian's actually up 10% pre-market. I think we must have had some news here yesterday. Rivian is up 10%. So something definitely happening there. What's Tesla doing? Tesla not really doing. Tesla trading pretty weak right now. We're sitting at the daily 200 EMA and kind of been squeezing at the moment, just in this channel like that. So until something happens on there, I don't think we're going to see too much. But yeah, that's it's an interesting one. Nvidia has also been not very, very sideways, and that's led to the chop on the indexes. When Nvidia and Tesla don't really do much, indexes will have this back and forth price action. Cool. So I did, as I said, I've got some pals that are coming in of this week, and then I have picked up some more funding as well through FTMO, which I've I got through done yesterday. So I've got 300K live with them at the moment, which is each account is 10K static drawdown. So I've got 30K worth of static drawdown essentially with them. Cool. So yeah, that's obviously always nice to add, but just taking it one day at a time, guys. You know, not trying to be too cliche, but I like waiting for this edgeful screener to come out, and then that will give me kind of like a base for the trading day. It's as simple as that. Any questions in the chat right now? Any questions or reports that you guys have been using? Yeah, Steve, what's up? Curious. So that's what my H4 indicator is showing. Yeah, what are we not slightly below weekly lows for ES and NQ? So that was previous week's lows. That was previous week's lows, what I was showing over there, not current week's lows. Current week's lows from Monday and Tuesday, there was the opening week range. We are slightly below them, correct. But that what I was showing was previous week's low. That's a previous week's lows. As you can see, H for previous week's range indicator. This current week's lows, yes, we are trading slightly below them. And that is an interesting one. We've actually had a double break on that opening week range on ES, on NQ as well. So we've actually had a double break on that opening week range report. So basically what that report tells us, if we break one side, which we actually took the highs on NQ, very rarely, like 30% of the time, do we come back and break the other side. But obviously on a week like FOMC, and we've had a bit of other news as well in the markets, that can definitely happen. But yeah, that was previous week's range that I was showing there. A few reports that you select yourself out there, not the default ones. Yeah, I don't believe those are the default ones. I've adjusted them. Correct. I did adjust them. And I'm currently just using the gap fill, orb, and RB and opening candle continuation. As you can see, let's go to my daily bias. Sorry, I've got the opening candle, RB, and previous day's range. No, I just take Monday and Tuesday for my opening week range. Monday and Tuesday is the only ones I use for the opening week range. Yes, sir. Cool. So just again, I'll be live if you're watching on my YouTube, I'll be live there on my X and YouTube channels, and then as well as obviously on edgeful's channels as well, with Zinc later on in the next hour for the open. So we'll see if we can catch any trades on stream. We have had some nice, really nice trading on stream, the last 4 months even. So, always come to watch, learn, to enjoy the entertainment as well. Just trying to show you how we use the edgeful data in real time and actually, make a living from this. So I hope that you guys are having a good day so far. We are now taking new lows on the indexes. Even the DAX is taking our new low. It's tough to be a bull right now, but we'll see what happens into the open. If some of these stocks can start to flip, we can definitely see that bounce that I was talking about. But unfortunately, the momentum is to the downside, so I'm just going to trade what's in front of me. Yeah, and Dodge, any trades for you? Do you like trading pre-market? I'm not the biggest fan of trading pre-market, I must say. Yeah, I was actually just looking at this trade you have on Monday. Look at the Nvidia look at the Nvidia spark on Monday, all the way up and then right back down. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I use that for the stocks. I use the pre and post market sessions. For the indexes, I actually don't. I just like to have them all at once, and then I'll have the New York session orb come up for me, so I can see where the New York session open is. But I don't like to actually have it on, like you can see over here. Where is it? Events, pre and post market hours. Yeah, electronic trading hours. So maybe like that. Make it like that. See, I don't like to have them on for the indexes. I just like to have them on for the stocks, personally. So like on Nvidia, you can see the pre and post market hours here. So I just got them on there. Yep. So we didn't really do much at all yesterday on the video. Really, we gapped down and then just traded like that, and then ended up selling off after FOMC. And now we are back at the lows on the video where we have been trading in this range for quite some time. So yeah, I mean, if this bounces, we definitely could see those longs set up. But for now, I'll wait for the orb to set in the first 15 minutes and then take it from there. I'll see you guys on stream with Zinc. Zinc's obviously trading the RB. I'm trading the orb mainly with VWAP. So it'll be an interesting. It'll be a good trading day for sure. Any questions in the chat right now? Yeah, wow, we actually are coming lower quite aggressively. DAX now breaking for a new low. We're down just off that high. This is the thing with the DAX. It's been moving quite aggressively. We're just down 130 points just like that. So very, very, you don't want to be fighting momentum, especially like on a day like where volume is going to come in post FOMC. Change on the 29th of March. Yes, correct. I don't change in the time frames in South Africa. But yeah, trading from UKL settings and NinjaTrader UT -4. I'm not too sure. I don't use NinjaTrader personally. Just make sure that when it's 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, you're already at the desk to trade wherever you are in the world. Luckily for me in South Africa, we never change time zones, but I think that the UK is changing at the end of the month. So yeah, we're just continuing to sell off here. Difficult one right now with those longs that we do want to see, but let's see. Could get a false breakout to the downside and reclaim it quite hard. That could be a potential for long. The DAX, interestingly enough, is actually taking that 200 EMA right now. The 200 EMA is sitting up at 24K. We back down at underneath 23K. So not looking bullish there. The DAX has actually been quite a nice asset to trade in more recent times compared to the NASDAQ. Look how the DAX has actually been trading. So DAX is the German stock market index. The DAX is down 10% off those highs, whereas NQ and ES have just really been moving sideways. But yeah, guys, we'll be on for the open in the next hour. We'll see you guys all there. Have a good rest of the pre-market. We'll see you on for the open. Cheers, guys.